Well, hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It is Friday, April 3rd, and today we're going to do a single afternoon webinar. And we're going to go over some just very basic but helpful Facebook habits and some things that I've learned over the last couple of days that I'm excited to share with you. Some ways to make your business profile strong. And just if you don't have a business profile, we can go over how to create one and just some do's and don'ts on and using your Facebook. If you have any questions as we go along here, feel free to drop a question in the Q&A chat feature, and I'll do my best to monitor them as we go along here. So before we really dive in, I'm just going to kind of familiarize everyone with the Facebook business page and how to create one if you don't already have one. We did that in a previous webinar last week, but I can go over it really quickly here. Simply, you'll go to your Facebook home profile and you click this create button at the top right next to the home button. And you want to create a page. And we're a business or a brand. Click get started. And you're just going to want to name your page. So I'll do Jim Smith, WMI Metro Roberts Realty. Category. I had just one single dash there. Category, I'm a real estate agent. Now I have to put an address here. I'm just going to put our I'll put the address to one of our offices here. I'll do the South Buffalo office, 861 Abbott Road. 861 Road, Buffalo, New York, 14220. Okay, and then from there, you're gonna upload a profile picture. I'm gonna skip that for now. You can upload a cover photo. That's that big long picture in the background. So that would be, for real estate purposes, that'd be good to have like a house or some sort of other landscape or something like that. Something that's real estate related. A lot of, maybe a nice kitchen or a nice living room, something similar to that. And this, you can add online booking. So this is something we're going to go over. Some we're going to go over a little later. I'm just going to say not now for now, because right now we're just going over how to create a page. And so that's that easy. Now I have a Facebook page created. I'm going to want to upload a profile picture and a cover photo. But then I just kind of go through my page info and make sure I enter in all the necessary categories. Put in my website, put in an email address, a phone number, a description about myself and my business. So you have to get all this stuff squared away. Hours, you can say you're always open. You're always willing to accept calls or messages. And different things like this. So you're going to want to make sure all this stuff is filled out and dialed in before you really launch your page. So that's your page info. These are going to be your general settings. Different things. Who can view your page? Who can tag your page? Age restrictions, page visibility, things like that. Of course, a general thought for all this is you want as many people to see it as possible. Where you may have the idea of keeping your social media presence, your personal social media presence. If you don't use anything professional on your personal social media, you might want to keep that as hidden as possible so that only your close friends and family see it. If you want to broaden, the opposite is true for your business page. You want as many people to see it as possible, because that's the whole point of having a business page. You want to get your name out there. You want to get the word out there that you're a real estate professional and that you have a lot of experience. different things like that. So you definitely want to make all of these settings as public as possible, because you don't want anyone to have to dig too hard to find you. Because the reality is there's hundreds, if not thousands, of realtors in Western New York who are all on Facebook, and you want to put yourself up there with the best. So keep these as public as possible. And then over here on the templates and tabs, here's where you kind of figure out what buttons or options you want offered here. You might say, you might want to have your services on there. You're a real estate professional. But shop is something you don't care about. You can hit settings, and you can get rid of the shop tab, because you're not offering any products or anything like that. So the way you would do that is you just hit the settings, and then you turn it off if you want it off. You might want to keep offers on. Maybe you want to do a promotion that says refer 5 of your friends to like this page, and I will give you a free real estate guide or something like that. Some sort of offer like that. So maybe if you don't feel like you're going to do any of these offers per se, because the term offers kind of isn't directly, that's more, when you hear offers, you think coupon code or something like that for a store. You can keep offers there, or you can take them away if you don't want. Events, you might want to keep events in case you want to market an open house on your Facebook. And then you could just have a community section. So go through these, see what you like, what you don't like. You have the option to customize them, and you can rank them too. So like if you want reviews to be all at the top, you go all the way to your top. If you want photos to be toward the top, you can move them there as well. If you want people to access your posts, you can just click on these and drag them and relocate them. You can also add a tab. So if you see something here that you might, or if you don't see something here and you want to see what else is out there, you can hit add a tab. It's got live video, it's got notes, it's got groups. So a lot of options here. It's mostly up to you to decide what options here you want. And again, this is the Facebook business page. So I mentioned when we went to create this page, I mentioned that there is a section for booking appointments right on your business page. And that is a very cool feature that I've rediscovered in the last few days. And before I move on to that, once you create your Facebook business page, Facebook is going to give you a step-by-step process to grow your page. Like here it says, your first step will be to invite friends to like your page. And it recommends 10 of my closest friends to invite to like the page. And then it'll give you kind of a step-by-step, here, automatic respond to messages. You can turn that on. It puts stuff right in front of your eyes to help you grow and develop your page, to really help you. So there's a lot of education available right on this page that'll help you walk through ways to set your page up. And then as always, when you log in on Facebook, you will see, you might think, okay, well, how do I get to my page? Well, first of all all of your notifications will still come to the same section. So if somebody new likes your page, or somebody sends you a message, or somebody shares one of your posts, you'll see that here. And then in order to edit your page, you can come here in this little arrow, and you'll see all the pages that we manage. So here's the one I just created. It's accessible here. I'll just click on that. Then here I am. So I mentioned earlier booking appointments. And there's this blue button right here, this call to action button, as Facebook will refer to it as, that allows you to a couple more options that you might not find in your toolbar. So you click on that, and here's a couple options you have. Learn more about your business, shop with you. These are particular buttons you can add to this little bar right up here. So I'm going to go book with you, and I want to give my clients the capability to book now. So this could be anything. This could be setting up a time to call. It could be setting up a showing, setting up, anything like that, a listing presentation. You click book now, you hit next. So this is a new feature here. What you can also do is you can, I want this to be appointments on Facebook. Start setup. And then you're going to select all of your available times. So you might say you're available every day. And you can select Saturday, Sunday. Or you might say, I'm available every day, but Mondays I like to get a later start because of the weekend, so I'm not going to make myself available until 11 a.m. on Monday. And then you might think, okay, Tuesdays I'm willing to do later. I'm going to say I'm available until 7 p.m. on Tuesday. And you can go like this. And you can also add times. Like you might say I'm available from 9 until 12:30 on Wednesday, but I'm also available from 2:30 until 6. You can add multiple times like this. And then you might say, I like to take my Fridays entirely off because my Saturdays are insanely busy. So I am off Fridays. That's my mental health day. I go to the gym, I do whatever. So you can also just deselect an entire day if you'd like. So you hit next. And here it gives you a couple more options before this goes live. This says, this allows you to manually approve appointments before they're confirmed with customers. So you want that on. You want to be able to approve appointments. The next option is double booking. You don't want to allow that. Of course, you don't want to have two clients trying to get the same time. So you're going to keep that off. And this, if you are a Google Calendar user, you can have these Facebook appointments synced with your Google Calendar. So the way you would do that is you would click this on button. And you would just select which Google account you want to sync that with. And then these appointments can show up on your Google Calendar as well. And you can keep everything organized. So then you hit the blue next button. And you just want to add your service. So this is, I'm just going to say, I'm real estate. You have to give a fixed price, but everyone knows that when they're inquiring about real estate, they're going to have to pay something at some point. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to put, for no price because there's no fee to talk to you, of course. And here you could say, scheduling appointments has never been easier. Select the time that works best for you, and I look forward to speaking with you. This you can change the duration. So this could be, you just want to have this go in 30-minute intervals. But you could say 30 minutes and up. And this will, of course, you'll need to manually approve them. And you can always block a little bit of extra time out. Or you can just say 30 minutes. You know, it's probably good to just have 30 minutes to start in case you start seeing a big influx of appointments and calls. So keep 30 minutes for now. And then if it becomes hard to manage, you can boost that a little bit. You can also include an image if you want, maybe a professional photo or something that you've taken. You hit the save button. And so this is what happens. It's going to refresh real quick. So here it opens up an entirely new appointments calendar where you can track and see your appointments here. And the way that they schedule those appointments will be here on your page. You click the page button right here. You will see right here the appointment availability. They are able to select a half hour. They're just going to select the day. They might say, okay, next Monday, I want to talk to them. And then you see, remember Mondays, we put 11 a.m. as our earliest. So then they will select out times to meet. So let me just real quick show you. Let me just real quick remember how I did this. Oops. That's not what I want. Okay, so I'm going to click View Page as Visitor. And this is going to be exactly how the viewers will see your page. So it's right at the top here, and a bubble comes up automatically where they can choose to speak to you. So as soon as they find you here, they can schedule an appointment right at the top of your page. They'll just click one of these times, and then they'll set aside an appointment, and you'll get a notification that you have to manually approve it. So it's a very cool feature here. Right at the top, you're able to approve appointments. And your clients can just right away, you can start directing your clients here to schedule appointments. So it's a very cool feature there. So some of the other tips that I'm just going to offer today before we close is to just be mindful of your posting. You want to do your best to stay relevant and to stay in everyone's newsfeed. Especially during this time when everyone is home and they're on social media, you have a lot more competition in your feed. So find stuff, keep your viewers informed or your followers informed. During times like these, just try to keep it positive, try to keep it informative, but be very careful about what you're putting out there. You don't want to be putting out any sort of fake articles. You want to make sure it's a verified news source, but there's a lot of information out there and there's a lot of confusion, frankly. And I know that even us people that work in the real estate industry are confused about what the laws are and aren't right now. But your Facebook page is a really good way to communicate with your clients. So just keep that in mind. That's content in and of itself for your page. And then other stuff you can do is you can use your KV Core site to continue to build content for your Facebook page here. Build squeeze pages, share listings, things like that. Build landing pages, and that'll kind of create content for your Facebook page here. So try to do 1 to 2 posts per day. Definitely minimally 1 a day. And I'll show you how to make that easier. So right now, we are still in our professional Facebook page. And what you can do is you can schedule posts. So you can go up here to more and go to publishing tools. And you can do this every Monday morning or every Wednesday morning. You can sit down and schedule out all of your Facebook posts for the week. You come over here, you see this is it's got all of your posts here. Of course, I don't have any posts. You click the blue create button. You can write out a post and say, happy Liz here. Check out the latest. I don't even know what to say. April's here. Give me a call if I can answer any real estate questions for you. Of course, it's not a world setting, that post isn't going to set the world on fire, but it's just an example. I wouldn't recommend this to be a post that you put out there, especially in the times we have now. Now it would probably be something more along the lines of, please give me a call if I can help guide you in any of your real estate needs right now, and I'll tell you how I can do my best to do so virtually or something like that. But anyway, you have the options here to share now. I can post this directly right now, or I can save it as a draft, or I can schedule it out. So I might want to I might want to put this for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I can schedule it, schedule post. And if you come over to the left, you can see the scheduled posts here. So then I can say, oh, I don't actually really want to put that out there. You can select it here, go to actions and delete it. Or you can cancel the schedule and it'll just be saved as a draft. Or you can reschedule it. Say, I would rather this go out tonight. You click Friday and you click 10 p.m., which is not an optimal time to post. Let's say we'll do 6 p.m. and you can reschedule it. But anyway, you can go through, you can find articles, you can find stuff like a strategy to do this would be, let's see. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's say you want to, we'll just go top 10 tips for home buyers. Here's a blog about that. Of course, you're going to want to read it first before you schedule it out on your Facebook. So you can take this, copy it, put here to create a post, put it in there. And as we know, Facebook will grab the preview for the post. So once you put a link in here, it'll grab a preview, but it just won't show it when you're in publishing tools for some reason. But you can, once you have this link in there, you can take it out and you can say 10 really helpful tips for home buyers looking to buy soon. Give this a read and let me know how I can help guide you through the process. It never hurts to put some emojis in there, lighten it up a little bit, let everyone know that you're a real person. We'll put the house emoji here and maybe a smiling face. So then you can schedule it out. But first, you can also preview a post. So you can click preview. And here we see there's the preview there of the article. So someone can just click this button right here and read the article, but it disappears on you, which is a little bit frustrating that Facebook does that. So when you're in publishing tools and you want to schedule out a post, it's a little frustrating that the preview will disappear, but you just kind of have to trust it. So you click the blue schedule post button, and you might want to put this out early Saturday morning so people can read this with their coffee. Schedule. So things like that are good. Other tips, so just kind of go through, you can schedule out one post a day, and then on top of your scheduled post, you can put out organic content that you've created. Like, of course, you can't do it now, but when you're out, when everything is more stable, you can send a picture, say, oh, I 2 more showings today. It's been a great day. Or new listing just came out, check it out. Things like that. Open house, things like that. People that want to know that you're a real person. This is my morning coffee before I start a long day of showings and real estate business. People want to know that you're a real person and that you have a life. So it's about finding the balance between being your organic self and also being professional. So use Facebook to market yourself, to talk about your experience, to kind of brag about yourself a little bit. Let people know what you got going on, what you're doing. It's the perfect place to do that. Now, I mean, now's the time, if since we're all forced to do things virtually, now is the time to really push it on Facebook and say, listen, this is a interesting time for everybody. It's a scary time. We just wish health and safety for everyone. But I am offering my full services virtually. I'm willing to do whatever it takes within the confines of our virtual world to do my best to help you find a home. And I've made it work, and I'm still open for business. Things like that. You can really say I'm getting the most out of like Facebook and um, our virtual tools, and I'm still here, open for business, and willing to talk you through anything that you might need. And if you could show it too, like if you are communicating with clients via Skype or Zoom or FaceTime, let people know. Say, this is how I'm servicing my clients. I am keeping we're of course trying to do our best to keep everyone safe. We are not meeting face to face in person, but we are still communicating, and we are still here to be there for our clients. Things like that, just some other little tips. If anyone has any questions about what we've gone over, you feel free to drop a Q&A in there, or you can give me a call, send me an email. But if there are no questions, that's all I got for now. I think these are some really helpful tools to getting your Facebook up and moving. I think the appointments feature is very, very cool. I mean, it's just another thing that can catch the eye of someone, and they might say, wow, they really have it figured out. They are organized, they are cutting edge, they have it all figured out. I mean, they are on top of it. I can schedule a meeting right online here. That is awesome. That's something that's really impressive to the modern day client. So if anyone has any questions, whether you're watching this live or on the recorded version, please let me know. And I wish everyone a safe weekend, and I look forward to speaking with many of you next week.